Hello and welcome to another Home Inspector ND video. Many homes have a basement walkout these days. If you plan to rent out your basement for extra cash, then a basement walkout is great for you and your tenant to enter the unit separately from the main house. They also serve as another exit in case of emergency. Now, believe it or not, a basement walkout can be very dangerous or cause significant damage to the basement. A basement walkout is something home inspectors look at very carefully for problems because it can cause injury to the homeowner. Because basement walkouts are exposed to the elements, especially here in Canada with cold winters and snow, a basement walkout can deteriorate without proper upkeep. In its basic form, it's a hole in the ground. So the first thing inspectors look for is a proper guardrail to ensure no one accidentally walks into the hole. The guardrail should be sturdy, high enough at about 36 inches with no horizontal balusters that a child can use to climb over. In this example, there is no guardrail. So imagine parking on the driveway, exiting the car with a bag of food, and then walking straight down the hole. At the entrance of the stairway, we look to see if the path to the stairs is sloping away from the walkout. Around the guardrail, is the ground sloping away or towards? We don't want water to flow into the stairs, and this is often forgotten. The other critical safety device is the handrail. This is very important to prevent slipping and falling into the basement walkout. This is another safety device often missing. Either it was broken off or it was never installed in the first place. Considering this staircase is outside and subject to snow, water, and ice on slippery concrete, you can see why it's important. The concrete stairs should also have a proper rise and run dimensions and should be level. After years of exposure to the elements, these stairs can easily erode over time. We want to prevent people from falling and slipping. In one of our previous videos, we talked about fall prevention on stairs. Use anti-slip mats on these stairs because they are often wet or icy during the winter. Now, walking down the stairs, we want to check the retaining walls. There's a lot of pressure on these walls. So do you see any bowing or cracking of the walls? If you do, then you may want to think about replacing them with a better and stronger materials. At the bottom of the walkout, the first thing we want to check is the drain. First, is there a drain? We need a drain to move all the moisture out, as we don't want to see a buildup of water in this confined space. If there is a drain, we want to make sure it isn't blocked. This is a good place for leaves and garbage to accumulate and block water from draining. Here, we also want to check if the basement door has a 4 to 6 inch threshold above the floor. The reason is we want to prevent water or snow from easily entering the basement. At the door, we also want to check to see if the door frame is aligned. Does the door open or close freely? Is the door being crushed? Do we have any cracks around the door? Any structural issues should be fixed. Finally, many basement walkouts do not have any sort of cover or roof over them. Consider installing a roof over it for some protection from the elements. At least it may reduce the amount of snow and water from building up at the bottom of the walkway. Following these tips, and you should have a much safer basement walkout for your family or the tenants of your basement apartment. Thank you for watching our short video on safe basement walkouts. If you like this video, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and think about us on your next home inspection. Hey, if you are interested in more videos on a similar topic or other useful info for the first-time home buyer, keep on watching with these videos.